Hey loves, welcome back to my channel, or hello if you're new, and if you are new, don't forget to subscribe to join my YouTube family. Today I'm going to be showing you guys my makeup routine to cover acne without making it look cakey. It is really hard sometimes to cover acne and pimples without it looking cakey and kind of crusty and obvious that you have makeup on it. And to be honest, most of the times it looks worse when you put so much makeup on because you could just tell that there's makeup and it just doesn't look as good and smooth. As you guys could tell, I struggle with acne. I actually have a lot of acne scarring on my cheeks, and I've recently been doing something for my acne that has really helped. I've been only doing it for almost 2 weeks, so I don't want to talk about it yet because I've been tracking my progress to really see if this product is really worth the hype. But today is obviously not about that. It's just about covering your acne. I want to show you that not everyone's skin is perfect, and that's okay. A lot of us struggle with so many different skin issues. I think it's always promoted to have the most flawless, poreless skin, but it's not reality. And if I could make you feel more comfortable in your skin by coming up here and showing you that my skin is by no means perfect, I hope that this can make you feel more confident. You are beautiful regardless of if you have acne or not. I would be lying to say that I'm 100% comfortable right now coming on. I think also just because I know the internet can also be one of the best places, but also one of the cruelest places. And I know that I will get comments from people saying rude and probably insensitive remarks, but I just don't care anymore, and I want to show you guys that you can still be confident even if you don't have perfect, flawless, poreless skin. Comment down below, when did you start getting acne? If you did, I'm curious to know. And on that note, let's get into it. Okay, so we got all the goodies. So I already went ahead and did my lashes and brows, and I washed my face and all that good stuff. Okay, so these are all products I genuinely love. I just want to put a little disclaimer out there. I'm not being sponsored. All the products, by the way, I do talk about, I will link down below for you guys. I'm gonna share with you what I'm actually moisturizing with, because this is really great to kind of give your makeup a flawless look. I'm using the Glam Glow Volcasmic Matte Glow Moisturizer. This actually can double up as a face moisturizer and a primer, but I will be having another primer. You will see why in a little bit, but it's super cool because it's not like a thick, it's kind of like a balm, and it smells really good. It smells literally like a creamsicle. I was like wondering what the smell was for the longest time because it smelled so nostalgic, and I was like, yeah, it's a creamsicle. By the way, this is gonna be a talk through, so it's gonna be a little bit longer, but I just really wanna explain everything and just tell you guys about the product and how I do things and all that. So it may be a little bit longer, but I hope you guys still like it nonetheless. Nonetheless, come on, let's get it together. It's great for pores to help with that. I find it really just helps to minimize the pores. So I'm just going to take a little bit and then apply it all over my face, of course. Especially I like to concentrate this where my pores are here and down the T-zones. This really helps if you have like oily skin or even combo skin, that I think it would be really great for that. And I think especially now too that the summer is just around the corner, I love using this one because my skin does get like really dewy and greasy during the summertime because it's so humid and like hot outside. But it feels really nice on the skin. I really like it. It's like a balm, which is so cool and different. This has just been my go-to moisturizer for before I apply makeup. It gives you also like this most subtle glow. Now that we are moisturized, I'm gonna move in with my primer. So if you have acne or even acne scars or any discoloration or hyperpigmentation, which I have a lot of acne scars on my cheeks, I scar really easily, which is the most annoying thing ever. I'm just going in with the e.l.f. Tone Adjusting Face Primer. So they actually have an acne primer from e.l.f., like a blemish primer, but that is the clear one. So I always go for the tone adjusting one just because it is green, and this is going to help to cancel red. So if you have any redness on your face, it's good to go in with a green primer. So I'm just going to take a little bit. It just looks like this, as you can see, so it's green, but it doesn't go on like super green or anything like that. I think it just helps with the redness a little bit, but it's not overwhelming. And I just find that this just makes my foundation go on so well. I just like to let it sit for a little bit so it kind of just sinks into my skin. If you're anything like me, I was always like, primers don't really do anything, but it makes such a big difference for your makeup. You may not think it does, but it really does. This is affordable one, but great one. e.l.f. has a lot of great products that are super affordable, which I love. I think the primers just really help set your makeup and make your foundation also not look so gross by the end of the day, where it just looks cakey and just patchy. And another little tip I have while we're kind of letting it sit in and wait is I always make sure to exfoliate at least once a week, if not twice, just because a lot of the times when you have acne, and if you're using any acne medication or creams, your skin gets very dry and it peels. I always like to exfoliate so it gets rid of the dead skin cells and it just kind of gives you an even base to apply makeup. Now that we've let it sit in, I'm gonna go in with my concealer. I've been using the e.l.f. 16-hour Camo Concealer. This is their new concealers that they came out with, and it's said to be a dupe for the Tarte Shape Tape, but it's like, this is literally like $6 I think, or $7. And it's so cheap and I love it. It's really high coverage. I use this for like to cover pimples. I don't really use it for brightening. So I actually got the shade Medium Peach. Put it on spots that I find are harder to cover up. And I just like to do that underneath before I apply my foundation. I'm gonna go in with my Real Techniques sponge. So I usually use either a makeup brush or a sponge, but I just find when you use a makeup brush, it's a lot more high coverage, but I find sometimes it can look cakey when you apply your makeup with a brush, especially when you struggle with acne. And although this is a little more less coverage, it makes it look more natural. So I definitely recommend this. I'm just going to blend it in. And if you guys haven't tried this, definitely do. It's a dupe, definitely for the beauty blender, and it's affordable. And to be honest, I picked one up the other day because mine was looking really ratchet and I did not want you guys to see my sponge. So I got a new fresh one, which honestly, a new sponge is like the best thing ever. So I'm just going to apply my concealer and blend it out, and I'll probably like fast forward some parts so that we're not here forever. So we're gonna go do that. Now that I applied my concealer, I'm going to move on to my foundation, and I've been using this foundation for so long. I've repurchased probably like 4 bottles now, and it is super high coverage. And most of the times I do honestly go out just with the concealer if I don't want to put like a ton of makeup on, but this is when I want a full cover flawless face, then I will go in also with my foundation. The foundation I've been using is the Maybelline Superstay Full Coverage Foundation, and I'm in the shade 110 Porcelain, though I'm honestly in between shades right now, but I still have this, so we're going to have to use this. I find this really lightweight, even though it is a really full coverage foundation. It doesn't feel like you're wearing makeup, and I find that I don't grease as much and get as oily when I use this, and I just find that it's the perfect coverage, especially if you're struggling with acne. This is high coverage, and it's super affordable as well. Like I said, I've went through probably like 4 of these now, so it's definitely been my go-to drugstore foundation. So I'm just gonna put a little bit on the back of my hand. So like I said, I also like to apply my foundation with a sponge just so that it doesn't look as cakey, though I have applied this also with a makeup brush. This is the makeup brush I use. It's just the Real Techniques, what is it called? Face brush, and if I do apply my makeup with a face brush, it's this one. So usually when I apply my foundation, I really concentrate it on my cheeks just because that is where my acne mainly is, and also my scarring. So that's usually what's the hardest to cover up. And for the most part, everywhere else isn't that bad. It's just mainly the cheeks area that I have a hard time covering. need to go wipe my hands, so we're gonna do that. Now I have my foundation on and it covers it really well. I always like to set it, of course, with a powder. So I've been loving another Maybelline product, and it is the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder. I have this in the shade 01. I've used the Laura Mercier powder, and honestly I definitely think this is a dupe. It makes your skin feel so velvet, and I just feel like it really helps with pores as well. It just makes your skin look so smooth and flawless. So I just put some into the little container, and then I'll just go ahead and take a little powder brush, and I will just pat the powder in. Sometimes I do bake with this when I'm going full out and I put concealer and all that stuff under the eyes, but for today I just want to set my whole makeup, and I just like to tap it in so that you get even more of a full coverage. Now that I set my makeup, I am just going to go ahead and finish the rest of my makeup. So this is the finished look. I just went off camera and applied my bronzer and my highlight and put some gloss on. I think it really covers your acne and acne scarring super well. It is a very high coverage, but it doesn't feel like you're wearing a lot of makeup. I needed to share with you the last step I do, and that is to use any sort of spray, setting spray, and I love the Banish Vitamin C Beauty Elixir. So it's full of natural ingredients, and if you have acne prone skin, this is the spray for you. It not only has vitamin C, which is great for brightness and to even skin tone, and as well as it has aloe, which is very soothing and calming, and tea tree, which is also really great for acne prone skin. I do still have a Banish code, but I will link it down below with all the other products if you're curious, but this has just been my go-to setting spray, especially if you are prone to acne. I'm just gonna go ahead and spray this. This spray is just great for redness, dullness, flaky skin, so that's why I always like to use it as a setting spray. I find just by setting my face with the spray makes it less flaky and cakey. But that is all the steps I do cover any acne or acne scarring. I hope this was useful. I will link all the products, like I said, down below for you guys, and comment down below, like I said, what age you were when you started to get pimples or acne. I'm curious to know. Let me know by thumbsing it up if you want more acne related videos or just skincare videos in general. You can always leave a comment down below, and I will link some of my older ones down below for you guys to check those out. But I really hope this was useful to even one person out there, and I hope that you enjoyed watching this. I am not a professional. I should have said that at the beginning because I am no makeup artist, but this is just what works for me and what I've been enjoying doing. Before you leave, you guys know the drill. Click the subscribe button, join my family. I would love for you guys to be a part of it, and don't forget to also click that bell so you're notified every single time I upload. But I hope you guys are having an amazing day, evening, or night whenever you're watching this, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Bye!